Okay, are you looking to cut calories, maybe balance your blood sugar or lose weight or even regulate your diabetes? Then artificial sweeteners are not the way to go. That's according to dietitian Allie Miller, who is joining us this morning to talk a lot more about this. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa.
This is important information for a lot of people because it seems like almost everybody you talk to is trying to do one of those things that I just mentioned.
Absolutely.
And it seems like these artificial sweeteners are what everybody seems to use these days.
Yes. Sometimes when things are too good to be true, they really aren't that good. So one of the issues with the artificial sweeteners, regardless of the source, is we kind of get this Pavlov dog's effect where we taste sweet, but no carbohydrates come into the system, no blood sugar is raised, and we can release insulin. And insulin needs sugar to come into the cells, so we kind of are ding-dong ditching our cells, like we're ringing that bell, but nothing's coming to the door. And so that can set us up to insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes.
I love the way you said that. It really makes sense when you talk about it that way.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about some of the things that you do suggest.
Sure. So, you know, stevia and truvia are the more natural, non-caloric sweeteners, but they still have that same effect. So they have that sweet taste without the carbohydrates. The ones I really like to avoid is the saccharin, especially for pregnant women. That does cross the placenta and is not a safe sweetener for pregnant women, so I like to state that. And then just watching out for all these chemical additives. They can often disrupt our metabolism and actually slow down our ability to burn calories.
Okay, so what do you suggest we do?
So I suggest that we are not fearful of sugar and that we use things in their whole food form. So, you know, 2 weeks ago we were looking at that sucanat, that rapadura, honey, grade B maple syrup, things that actually give our body nutrients versus tricking our body tends to be the best option.
Okay, and what do you have here?
So here we have, this is a really tricky product. It's a sugar-free maple flavored syrup. It's made of a lot of sugar alcohols and maple colored, and I also have clients watch out for that pancake syrup, which looks like maple syrup, but has a lot of that high fructose corn syrup, which can be a toxin for our liver.
Okay, and then what about this?
This is also an artificial sweetener made from an alcohol sugar, so that can cause a lot of GI bloating and gas, which isn't ideal.
And you see these things that say gluten-free and non-GMO. I mean, these healthy words, probiotic activity. It sounds healthy.
I always say watch out for those halo foods, which kind of can be disguised. And this is really tricky too. These are dryers, slow churned, so they use a process to add air into the ice cream to make it less fat. This one is made with no added sugar and Splenda and has also a sugar alcohol. This one is with the natural sugars. Both of them have the same amount of calories, same amount of grams of carbs, different grams of sugar, but all carbs break down into sugar. So I'd rather have my client have a cleaner, less artificial product.
So maybe eat the real deal, but maybe just eat less of it and you're better off in the end.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's such a good way to look at that. All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to us. Next time we're going to try to get to the tips to tame those sugar cravings, and maybe we can get that online as well.